All right, Tony, you're now live.
Okay, thank you. So we'll kind of run through the order of business here for tonight. Let's do the resolutions first. I know Kim had sent to me earlier how she wanted them. So just make sure I've got this correct. Marie, you're going to do 1 through 6.
Yes.
Kim's going to do 7 through 13.
Correct.
Public safety, 14, 15, and 16. Brent, how do you want those?
We'll do 14. Tamu, do you want to do 15?
I didn't hear that, Brent. Sorry.
Will you do 15, the police reform and reinvention plan?
Okay.
And Jeff, 16?
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, so there's nothing in public works, but then we get into new business. Kim, you're gonna do 17, 18, and 19, correct?
Correct.
Number 20 would come under
Public Works.
Public Works. So Tom, I don't know how you want to do that. You want to do that one?
Yeah, I can do that one.
Okay. And 21 is Marie. 22 is the police union agreement, the contract. I didn't have anybody for that. It's finance, isn't it, Kim?
I don't know if it's finance or public safety. Doesn't matter either way, but
It doesn't matter. You can have it. I don't know. Brent, do you want to do it on public safety?
Sure, I can do it.
Okay. So Brent, you're going to do 22. 23 is the tabled one, correct?
that is correct.
Okay. All right, there's the two other ones are 24, which is the Joe Polero resolution, just recognizing Joe. The mayor is going to recognize him and say a few things during the messages from the mayor, and then we'll have a formal resolution. That should come out of safety. You want to, Brent, anybody out of safety want to do that? Brent or Jeff or?
Yeah, Jeff, do you want to do that one?
Which one was it again now?
It's the one that was sent to us this afternoon. It's the Joe Polero resolution recognizing Joe.
Yeah. Oh,
You should have it on your computer or phone or.
yeah, I got it on the email. I saw it on the email.
Okay, so you could do that one. And then 25 is the Spring Street ramp repairs. I guess that could come out of Public Works. So Tom, how do you pick somebody
That's
there?
usually finance because it's
Finance?
finance. But yeah,
No, okay. Who wants to do that? Kim, you want to do that one then?
yeah, I can do that.
All right.
It's long.
It's long.
I'll read fast.
X a few things out, just. All right, so I think that takes care of the resolutions. And
Tony.
Jen, if I make a mistake, just interrupt me.
Okay, will do.
Go ahead. Eddie, did you have something?
Yeah, I just wanted to say Tom had messaged me that he wasn't able to hear, so I'm going to just give.
Oh,
him.
I'm good now.
You're good. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Tom, you at school tonight?
I'm at school.
Nice.
We had our mock trial final tonight.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Jamestown beat us in a close match, but
Of course they did.
well, not always.
No. There was Frewsburg was on a run.
They were.
Wild.
I'm
We
teasing.
won about 4 years in a row, and
I
then
know.
Town's got a good team.
Yeah, they're doing really well. Good
We'll
for
be
them.
back next year.
I'll have to congratulate them tomorrow.
Yeah.
Is Maryland still advising them?
Yes. Yeah.
Just a couple other things while we still have some time here. The order, we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance like we normally do. We have the invocation is going to be by Reverend LeBeau. After the invocation, he's going to mention a moment of silence for Vicky. So that'll be part of that. The rest of it's pretty much as normal. So, and then at the end, I know Kim had mentioned that she wanted to say a few things. Anybody who wants to speak, that's certainly fine under new business if you have anything you'd like to say. So that's That's it. We have a lot of stuff tonight. Again, it's important. We have some big stuff on our agenda tonight that we really need to get passed by deadlines, and so we'll get our business done. So if anybody has anything else, I think I'm good. I got all my notes and should be ready to go here in a couple minutes. So anything else you have, Eddie?
No, I'll just ask Jeff, could you make sure that Joe's able to get on?
He's supposed to be on at home.
Okay. There's a few folks that I'll be admitting right now, so.
Okay. Is the Reverend here? I don't see him yet.
Not yet, but there's someone named iPad, so it's going to be a lottery game of who we get.
Well, hopefully it's him. Otherwise, iPad's doing the invocation.
Okay.
Oh, you realize that, yeah, between Maria and Vicky, they were the two that did
Okay.
the innovation fill-in.
Exactly. Hi, Ellen.
I can see you. Yes. Okay, all right.
Tony, I don't have the Reverend in yet.
Well, we got it. We still have 5 minutes. So.
Okay,
Yeah, got it.
all right.
I just see one person. Is that all?
Hello there.
See, go up to the top where it says, it should say view at the top.
It's got a black line and some little red dots.
Okay,
President Dulce, it looks like we have Kidder Memorial joining us.
Okay.
Looks like the Reverend is with us now.
I see him there. Okay. All right. Well, we got about 3.5 minutes. We'll have to wait. Who are the other guests?
We've got Joseph Polero joining us. He's coming in right now.
Uh-huh.
We have the folks from the Zonta Club that will be joining us on behalf of Lily's Hope, which we'll be talking about tonight as well, President.
You're going to mention that during the, okay. I just wanted to know if I was supposed to introduce anybody else there.
Sure,
So
sure.
that's up to you. So when you get to the messages of the mayor, then you can have it.
Will do. And if it's okay with you, I'll welcome our wonderful ladies from Zonta that are here and those representing Lily's Hope. If you all can hear me, hopefully you can. We can see you.
I think she's muted, that's why. She's muted on the iPad.
All right, I'll ask her to unmute, see if she clicks the button.
Whoa.
Hi.
Now?
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Lily
Hi.
Jones.
Hello. We're just welcoming everyone right now. We'll get to you guys in just a couple minutes. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Joe Polero's with us as well, President Dulce. Looks like he just.
Yeah. Welcome, Joe.
Thank you, sir.
We're just waiting a couple minutes here till the clock strikes the half hour and then we get going.
We somehow turn into a pumpkin, I think. Is that how the story goes?
That's how the story goes.
The clock hits.
We used to get yelled at. Jennifer probably remembers Jim was very much, I mean, he had a stopwatch and you couldn't start a minute or a second before and he was ready to go right on the button. So
Very precise.
very precise. He had his timer, he had everything right there. Do we have any correspondence this evening? Do we?
No.
No, okay. I'll ask it again, but I just wasn't sure if we had anything. And again, oh, go ahead. Somebody had a question?
I'm looking, is a resolution for the parking ramp improvements on there?
Number 25, it was sent out this afternoon. It's probably just on email.
Okay. All right, I don't have it in my packet, so that's fine.
No, it's not in the packet. It was put, I didn't make it to the
Okay,
printed copy, so it's,
beautiful. So I'll make sure.
we have it. And actually, Kim will be reading it, resolution 25.
Do you need a flag tonight, or are we using Tom Nelson's, the one that's hanging behind
I
his
saw
head?
it. Tom has a flag in his
I
classroom.
got one in my room, yeah.
You can use that. There it is.
It works.
It works. Okay, I have 7:30, so we will call the March 29th Jamestown City Council meeting to order for our voting session this month. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilmember Sheldon,
Here,
Karuba,
Here,
Olson,
Here.
Nelson,
Here,
Eklund,
Here.
Graham Reinhardt,
Here.
Russell,
Here.
and President Doles.
Here. At this time, would you all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? And then we will go on to the invocation, which will be given tonight by the Reverend Tom LeBeau of Kidder Memorial Church.
pledge allegiance to the
to
flag.
the flag of the United States of America,
Republic,
to the republic for which it
stands,
stands,
one
one
nation,
nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yes, please be seated. Good evening, friends. This evening, I ask us to observe a moment of silence in memory, loving memory of your colleague, Vicki James. Could we please observe that now? I invite you to hear these brief words. Our nation's youth poet laureate concluded her inaugural poem a couple of months ago with some very inspiring words that I think capture the spirit of Vicki James. When the day comes, we step out of the shade, aflame and unafraid. The new dawn blooms as we free it, for there is always light, if only we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it. Miss James was brave enough to see it and brave enough to be it. God, we thank you for her life and leadership. We humbly ask for the grace to carry on her legacy, to be brave enough to see the light and brave enough to be the light. Amen.
Amen. Thank you for those kind words. At this time, I ask for a motion to approve the minutes of the February 22nd meeting.
So moved, Councilwoman Karuba.
Seconded by,
Councilwoman Reinhardt.
thank you. At this time, we'll move on to messages from the mayor. So I'll turn this over to Mayor Sunkel.
Thank you, President Doles. As you all know, we start tonight with a heavy heart at the loss of our fellow council member, But if it's one thing that I knew from Councilmember James, it's that we need to continue forward and continue to recognize the incredible work that people are doing throughout this community. And although we get through this tonight together, I think it's important that we still continue to recognize the incredible things folks are doing across the city of Jamestown. So it's my honor tonight to recognize one individual, which is a city employee, as well as an organization that has been doing some incredible work. We'll start with our city employee we have joining us tonight, Joe Polero. Joe, if you can unmute yourself, say hello.
Hello, everybody.
We want to. I know it's never easy to hear good things about yourself, but we've got a lot of really great things that we want to say, and I'm just going to briefly share my screen with you all. Tonight, Joe, we want to honor you and for some of the work that you did not too long ago when you were just simply doing your job, going through and happened to see a fire on March 23rd. So in something that doesn't always happen, tonight, the city council will be voting to honor you by resolution for your heroic actions while you were working on March 23rd. For those of the community that don't know or didn't see, on the 23rd, Joe was going by a burning building in his dump truck, saw the fire, and there were residents on the second floor screaming for help. And Joe was instrumental in helping those individuals get out of the fire, get safely away from the fire, and to help our firefighters get in and deal with it. And Joe went about his day like nothing happened, but it is something that is incredible and something that we here in the city want to recognize and to honor because you went above and beyond the call of duty that we ask for our employees, and you exemplify one of the top things we look for folks, which is really loving your community and doing whatever it takes to protect it. So Joe, I want to, on behalf of myself and the entire city council, we want to thank you for your heroic actions and officially recognize you. And I'll see if President Dulce would like to say any words, or the other members of the council. President Dulce, you there?
There we go. Just as our honor to recognize you this evening for the heroic act that you did. And as the mayor said, we will be having a resolution in your honor later on under new business. So I don't know if any other council person wants to chime in, but we certainly thank you for your service on a daily basis and certainly going above and beyond your duty in this past week.
I would like to echo those sentiments of President Dulce, and thank you is hardly enough. It's a challenge for a fireman to put their life on their line every day with protective gear and equipment, but for a worker in public works who didn't know what he was facing, it's truly an honor, and we can't thank you enough.
Thank you, council members. Joe, I don't know if there's anything that you'd like to say. You got a platform now. You're welcome to say it.
I just like to say I'm very honored, and I thank everybody for all the good words I've heard since the fire, and it's changed me. I never expected to run into anything like that, but when you're put in that position, I guess your instincts take over, and instincts such as, people in this town. I've lived here my whole life, and I have a friends and a lot of family. And I couldn't, I'm just glad I was there at the right time to put forth an effort to make something turn out good. And I thank everybody for all the compliments and the backslapping and the high fives. It's just great to know that two people got out of there with their lives and no lives were taken. And I thank everybody.
Thank you, Joe, so much for your acts of heroism that day, and for going above and beyond, and for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. We wanted to recognize you. It'd be great if we were able to do this in person and give this to you in person, but we'll make sure that you get it and we get it into your hand. And cannot thank you enough. Okay.
Thanks again to everybody, and it's been an honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So we also have tonight and wanted to recognize in some work that has been going on in the community that may sometimes go unnoticed. And it is an organization known as Lily's Hope, which has been sponsored and worked through by the Zonta Club of Jamestown. And we have some individuals on here tonight. If you guys would unmute yourselves and just say hello or give us a wave.
I'm Lily Olson.
And I'm Ellen Manella, the current president of Zonta. But Lily is our main focus here. I mean, I think we have Dawn Collenbar on the iPhone.
I think so. I think Dawn's with us as well. She's muted.
She's muted, yes.
Okay. Well, thank you, Lily and Ellen and Dawn. For those of you that don't know in the community and wanted to honor, Lily's Hope is a resource in Chautauqua County for women that are experiencing hair loss due to medical diagnosis or treatment, where women can go to receive a free wig, a cap, hat, or other accessories. And they've also given out through their quilting group bags of goods and other things for women over the time. We really wanted to honor some of the work that Lily Olson has done as both the past president of the Zonta Club and the work that she continues to do in her group, with her group, Lily's Hope. If you've been to a hairstylist around the city of Jamestown, many of you may have noticed a small card that individuals can take that refers them to this program and to Lily and to the Zonta Club. It is truly an honor to have individuals that care about those that are going through really life-changing procedures and medication. And Lily, we just wanted to take a moment, as well as with Ellen and Dawn, to say thank you for your continued work. I know you moved into your new space at WCA, UPMC, and we wanted to just bring some recognition to the incredible work your organization has been doing for a couple of years now, and the continued work that you do, helping all of our residents, not only here in Jamestown, but across Chautauqua County. So Lily, I'll ask if you wanted to say anything. I appreciate you being here tonight.
Well, I guess I think it's a wonderful spot that we have, that we can help women who really need it at that time, even though we can't help their diagnosis, but we can for a few minutes make them feel better about themselves and make them feel better so they can go out into public. A lot of women don't have hair. They don't want to go out and see people and see their friends. So it helps them that way. And being that the closest place to get a wig was Buffalo, by Zonta giving us the money to start it and pay for biggest share of the wigs, which are all free to everybody, to women who do come in for it. And so far it's been 10 years, and I don't know exactly the amount of numbers of wigs that we have given out, but it's just a good feeling to help women who need the help at that moment. And they have no place else locally to get it because it's such a far trip to Buffalo to get a wig.
Thank you, Lily, and thank you for all the work you do. I'll see if Ellen or Dawn, on behalf of Zonta, if you guys want to say anything.
I would just like to say it's really great to honor Lily's Hope and especially Lily Olson, without whom there wouldn't be a Lily's Hope right now.
Yeah.
And I know there's a lot of ladies in the area who have received wigs and other hair accessories. And we're glad to help.
And without Zonta,
UPMC.
and without Zonta, we would never have gotten started. So
That's right.
the group project.
Wonderful. Well, I want to thank you all for joining us tonight, Lily, for your compassion and caring for women over the last decade, and for Ellen and Dawn and Zonta for joining us and continuing this great work. For all of our council members and for the public, you know, we've gone through such a incredible time with this pandemic that it's time we start to honor some of the incredible organizations and work that has been going on, not only throughout the pandemic, but right in our community. So it's our commitment to continue to start to bring organizations on to shed some light on some of the great work going on in the community. We need a little positivity going forward now and again, and we're hoping to be able to bring that. So thank you to our two individuals, Lily and for Joe, and for Zonta for being here so that we can honor you all tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Also, I just wanted to, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that Ellen Manella was my 5th grade teacher at Ring School.
Well, I also like to recognize Lily and Dawn both because they have also been very involved in helping individuals with intellectual disabilities. So the Zonta and the Lily's Hope isn't the only thing they do. They are also very generous with their time and energy in helping people with disabilities. So as I need to recognize them as well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, you ladies are good to go. Enjoy your evening, and then we'll continue with our regular business. Thanks again.
Thank you. Bye. I did it.
Okay. Yep. Are there any other messages from the mayor tonight?
Dear council members, on March 2nd, 2021, I recognized by proclamation the retirement of one City of Jamestown employee, John Williams of the Jamestown Parks, Recreation and Conservation Department. Attached, please find the retirement proclamation honoring and congratulating our retiring employee. In March 2021, we have welcomed 4 new employees to the City of Jamestown: Kevin Erickson, Michael Willis, Jonathan Barlow, and Ethan Gibbs of the Jamestown Fire Department. I'm asking that these 4 new hires be acknowledged and welcomed to the city at the March 29, 2021 City Council meeting. Very truly yours, Edward A. Sundquist. We also have 4 appointments to be read. Council members, in pursuance of the authority vested in me by the Charter of said city, I do hereby nominate Russell E. Dietrich Jr., 153 Halleck Street, Jamestown, New York, 14701. Tom Abbott, 14 Lilac Lane, Jamestown, New York, 14701. And Connie Pilato, 78 Newton Avenue, Jamestown, New York, 14701, to be appointed members of the Veterans Memorial Commission in and for the city of Jamestown. In pursuance of section 523-A of the Real Property Tax Law, I do hereby nominate Troy Ronaldo, 526 South Main Street, Jamestown, New York, 14701, to be appointed as a member of the Board of Assessment Review in and for the city of Jamestown, New York. And those were signed Edward A. Sundquist, Mayor.
Thank you. Do I have a motion to suspend the rules and vote on the appointments this evening?
So moved.
So moved by Councilman Nelson. Will the clerk please poll the council on the suspension of the rules?
Councilmember Sheldon?
Aye.
Karuba?
Aye.
Olson?
Aye.
Nelson?
Aye.
Eklund?
Aye.
Graham Reinhardt?
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
President Doles,
Aye. Do I have a motion to approve the appointments?
So moved.
I'll move.
Moved by Councilwoman Karuba, seconded by Councilwoman Eklund. The clerk, please poll the council on the appointments.
Councilmember Sheldon,
Aye.
Karuba,
Aye.
Olson,
Aye.
Nelson,
Aye.
Eklund,
Aye.
Graham Reinhardt,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
and President Doles.
Aye. Appointments are approved. Are there any presentations of petitions or communications to the council this evening?
We did not receive any.
Thank you. If not, we will move on to our regular business this evening, onto a report from our standing committees. And we'll start with our Finance Committee and Councilwoman Karuba. will
Thank you,
read-
Mr. President.
Yep, go ahead.
I have a resolution authorizing payment of the regular audit.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon,
Aye.
Karuba,
Aye.
Olson,
Aye.
Nelson,
Aye.
Eklund,
Aye.
Graham Reinhardt,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
and President Doles.
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution suspending the hiring freeze and authorizing the filling of one full-time police officer in the Jamestown Police Department. The funding for this position was included in the 2021 general fund budget, and note it's a result of the vacancy as a result of a resignation.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? If not, clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon,
Aye.
Karuba,
Aye.
Olson,
Aye.
Nelson,
Aye.
Eklund,
Aye.
Graham Reinhardt,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
and President Doles.
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution accepting the donation of $8,500 donated by Kurt W. Grimm, owner of Rand Precision Machining Company, for an explosive detection patrol tracking K9, and $250 donated by Sloan Malhewish Incorporated for expenses related to JPD Comfort Dog Hope.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Will the clerk please poll the council?
Councilmember Sheldon,
Aye.
Karuba,
Aye.
Olson,
Aye.
Nelson,
Aye.
Eklund,
Aye. I hit it too fast. Sorry.
Graham Reinhardt,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
and President Doles.
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution authorizing the payment of $47,218.40 on bond anticipation notes, Series 2020A.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon,
Aye.
Karuba,
Aye.
Olson,
Aye.
Nelson,
Aye.
Eklund,
Aye.
Graham Reinhardt,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
and President Doles.
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution authorizing the payment of $7,187.71 on bond application anticipation notes, Series 2020B.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon,
Aye.
Karuba,
Aye.
Olson,
Aye.
Nelson,
Aye.
Eklund,
Aye.
Graham Reinhardt,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
and President Doles.
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution authorizing the Jamestown City Council to accept the following policy for the employees of the City of Jamestown Pandemic Operations Plan in accordance with New York State Labor Law, Section 27-C, effective immediately.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon,
Aye.
Karuba,
Aye.
Olson,
Aye.
Nelson,
Aye.
Eklund,
Aye.
Reinhardt,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
and President Doles.
Aye. The next several resolutions from finance will be read by Councilwoman Eklund.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute change order number 1 to the Smart Tourism Transportation Jamestown contract with ID Sign Systems Incorporated, 410 Atlantic Avenue, Rochester, New York, 14609, to extend the contract completion date per letter dated March 2nd, 2021, which includes the modified schedule, subject to the approval of Corporation Council as to form.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon,
Aye.
Aruba,
Aye.
Olson,
Aye.
Nelson,
Aye.
Eklund,
Aye.
Graham Reinhardt,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
and President Dole.
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution authorizing the mayor and Jeffrey Lehman to purchase from Admar Supply, 1394 Military Road, Buffalo, New York, 14217, one new 2021 Kubota KX057 mini excavator for a total amount not to exceed $65,659.44, subject to the approval of the Corporation Council as to form, and also note that the funds were available through the DPW capital account.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon,
Aye.
Aruba,
Aye.
Olson,
Aye.
Nelson,
Aye.
Eklund,
Aye.
Graham Reinhardt,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
and President Dole.
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution authorizing the mayor and Jeffrey Lehman to purchase from Tracy Road Equipment, 6803 Manlius Center Road, East Syracuse, New York, 13057, one new 2021 Felling FT16 tilting equipment trailer for a total amount not to exceed $14,110 and no cents, subject to the approval of the Corporation Council as to form, and funds for this are also provided in the DPW capital account.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon,
Aye.
Aruba,
Aye.
Olson,
Aye.
Nelson,
Aye.
Eklund,
Aye.
Graham Reinhardt,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
and President Dole.
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into a one-time amendment with the town of Busti, 125 Chautauqua Avenue, Lakewood, New York, 14750, regarding the 2019 intermunicipal assessing agreement adjusting the payment amount for services rendered from October 1, 2020 through September 30th, 2021 to $40,000 and no cents payable to the city of Jamestown, subject to the approval of Corporation Council as to form.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon,
Aye.
Aruba,
Aye.
Olson,
Aye.
Nelson,
Aye.
Eklund,
Aye.
Graham Reinhardt,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
and President Dole.
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. President. Resolution authorizing the Jamestown City Council to ratify an amendment to a grant agreement with Chautauqua County Land Bank Corporation, P.O. Box 603, Fredonia, New York, 14063, in an amount not to exceed $850,000 and no cents for an extension of the term of the agreement to the demolition of vacant, substandard, or abandoned properties in conjunction with a grant from the state of New York Office of the Attorney General for a period of January 1, 2019 through December 31st, 2021, subject to the approval of the Corporation Council as to form.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon,
Aye.
Aruba,
Aye.
Olson,
Aye.
Nelson,
Aye.
Eklund,
Aye.
Graham Reinhardt,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
and President Dole.
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. President. Resolution number 12 is authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with the county of Chautauqua for stop DWI services beginning January 1, 2021 and ending December 31st, 2022, subject to the approval of Corporation Council as to form.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon,
Aye.
Karuba,
Aye.
Olson,
Aye.
Nelson,
Aye.
Eklund,
Aye.
Graham Reinhardt,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
President Dole.
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. President. Resolution suspending the hiring freeze and authorizing the filling of one mechanic in the Fleet Services Division. This position is vacant to the result of a recent termination.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon,
Aye.
Karuba,
Aye.
Olson,
Aye.
Nelson,
Aye.
Eklund,
Aye.
Graham Reinhardt,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
and President Dole.
Aye. That concludes our resolutions from finance. We have no resolutions from Public Works that have been pre-filed, so we'll move on to Public Safety. And the first resolution will be sponsored by Councilman Sheldon.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution adopting the 2021 City of Jamestown Parklet Pilot Program.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon,
Aye.
Karuba,
Aye.
Olson,
Aye.
Nelson,
Aye.
Eklund,
Aye.
Graham Reinhardt,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
and President Dole.
Aye. Our second resolution will be sponsored by Councilwoman Graham Reinhardt.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution adopting the City of Jamestown Police Reform and Reinvention Plan and authorizing the mayor to submit the plan to the state budget director.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments?
Just a quick comment. I just want to once again thank the community, the council, the mayor and his staff for all of the support, and the chief and JPD for the collective effort put into this document. And I'm just glad that we were able to get it done and all on Zoom during this pandemic. And it was a good job done by everyone. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Is there any other questions or comments?
I think it would be
I would just
appropriate
like to
to
answer.
congratulate Councilwoman Tamu Reinhardt too, and compliment her and all of her hard work for this too.
Sure.
Sorry if I stole your comment, Brent, but
Jeff, you're next. Any other questions, comments?
I would just like to also thank, if it wasn't for Councilwoman James, she did contribute a lot and she spoke from her heart and she was very passionate about seeing this done. So I only regret that she's not here to see this, but she was very instrumental as well in getting this document completed. So we'd like to recognize her for that.
Yes,
Any other
Mr. President, I would like to dedicate this resolution in honor of the late Councilwoman James.
Thank you. Anybody else have anything? If not, clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon,
Aye.
Karuba,
Aye.
Olson,
Aye.
Nelson,
aye.
Eklund,
Aye.
Graham Reinhardt,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
and President Dole.
Aye. The final resolution from Public Safety will be sponsored by Councilman Russell.
Mr. President, I have an ordinance establishing small cell infrastructure in the city of Jamestown.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon,
Aye.
Karuba,
Aye.
Olson,
Aye.
Nelson,
Aye.
Eklund,
Aye.
Graham Reinhardt,
She's frozen.
Rosen.
Yeah.
Councilman Russell,
Aye.
and President Dole.
Aye. That concludes our resolutions from Public Safety, our resolutions that were pre-filed. Are there any reports from special committees? Any reports from city officers? Any reports from council members on administrative boards? Are there any unfinished business tonight? If not, we do have several resolutions under new business, so we'll go right to the new business section. And resolution 17 will be sponsored by Councilwoman Eklund. Actually, 17, 18,
and 19.
Correct.
Yep. Thank you, Council President. I have a resolution authorizing the mayor enter into a grant agreement with the Chautauqua Region Community Foundation for $3,145.00 for replacing and replanting spruce trees at Bergman Park, subject to the approval of Corporation Council as to form.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon,
Aye.
Karuba,
Aye.
Olson,
Aye.
Nelson,
Aye.
I am back.
Eklund,
Aye.
Graham Reinhardt.
Which resolution was this? I'm sorry.
This is number 17, the grant
17.
agreement with the Chautauqua Regional Community.
Oh, yes. Okay, thank you. Aye.
Councilman Russell.
Aye.
And President Doles.
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution authorizing the city controller to make the following amendments to the 2021 general fund budget to recognize the Community Foundation contribution for tree replacement to the city of Jamestown. Increase appropriations, capital outlay, A.9551.0500, $3,145.00. Increase estimated revenues, contributions, private agencies, A.0000.2070, $3,145.00.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon,
Aye.
Karuba,
Aye.
Olson,
Aye.
Nelson,
Aye.
Eklund,
Aye.
Graham Reinhardt.
Did we lose her again?
Oh,
No,
I'm
she-
here. Aye.
Councilman Russell
Aye.
and President Doles.
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution authorizing the mayor and Jeffrey Lehman to purchase from MTE Turf Equipment Solutions, 33 Thruway Park Drive, West Henrietta, New York, 14586, a Smithco Sandstar 4 infield groomer for an amount not to exceed $21,120.00, subject to the approval of the Corporation Council as to form.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon,
Aye.
Karuba,
Aye.
Olson,
Aye.
Nelson,
Aye.
Eklund,
Aye.
Graham Reinhardt.
Aye.
Russell
Aye.
and President Doles.
Aye. Thank you. Resolution 20 will be sponsored by Councilman Nelson.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution declaring the City of Jamestown's parking garage improvement project type 2 under the State Environmental Quality Review Act and declaring the City Council lead agency with respect to the environmental review of the proposed action. And to be it further resolved that the proposed action will not have any adverse impact on the environment.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon,
Aye.
Karuba,
Aye.
Olson,
Aye.
Nelson,
Aye.
Eklund,
Aye.
Graham Reinhardt,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
and President Doles.
Aye. Thank you. Resolution 21 will be sponsored by Councilwoman Karuba.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution authorizing the issuance of up to $1,967,559.00 aggregate principal amount serial bonds of the City of Jamestown, New York, pursuant to the local finance law to finance the costs of various public purposes in and for the city, including the 1, construction, reconstruction, and improvements to city parking garages, 2, acquisition of parking meters, and 3, acquisition of an ambulance. This bond resolution will take effect immediately upon its adoption by the City Council of the City of Jamestown.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments?
Yes, I'd like to make a comment, if I could, Council President. I will be supporting this resolution tonight, but I also want to make it clear and for the record that I have had concerns about a couple of things on this resolution, and one will remain consistent throughout. Going forward in the budget, the number, I'm sure all you council members got your debt plan from Ryan, and it is concerning to me. It's a big number to put in without any debt service going out. So we need to be privy of that going forward into the budgets that are going forward. This work needs to be done. I understand the importance of it, which is why I support it. The one issue I still have a lot of questions on and have asked for more information, and a lot has to be answered. And I think we need to be diligent in our homework on the 145,000, I believe, for the bike program that is part of the ramp acquisition. I still have a lot of questions, and I'm hoping we can iron them out and we discuss those fully intact as a council and with the mayor, and we enter into any contract with that. I discussed that in detail with Ryan about my concerns today. Just want to get that on the record.
Thank you. Is there any other questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon,
Aye.
Aruba,
Aye.
Olson,
Aye.
Nelson,
Aye.
Eklund,
Aye.
Graham Reinhardt,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
President Doles.
Aye. Resolution 22 will be sponsored by Councilman Sheldon.
Mr. President,
Yes.
being a former employee of the Jamestown Police Department, I have a conflict of interest regarding the next resolution. So I'm requesting to recuse myself from this resolution.
Okay. We will, I'll have Councilman Sheldon read the resolution, and then I will ask the council to vote on recusing you before we vote on that. So,
Okay.
Brent, you can go ahead and read it, and then we'll go on to the recusal.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into a tentative agreement with the Kendall Club Police Benevolent Association for the period covering years 2018, 2019, and 2020.
And at this time, I'd like to yield time to the mayor first. He had asked to speak on the resolution, so the floor is yours.
Thank you, President Doles. I'd like to just give the council some understanding, as well as the public, what this tentative agreement will entail before you vote on the recusal, as well as the approval or ratification of the tentative agreement that we have signed. Myself and my team, along with the Kendall Club, the police union, have worked very hard over the last year and almost 4 months now to try to resolve the back contract negotiations since coming into office. Obviously, we know that the arbitration and the lawsuits have been settled, that settled the years 2016 and 2017. And with a lot of hard work and persistence on both sides, I am proud to say that we have worked out an agreement covering the years 2018, 2019, and 2020, which will bring us up till 2021. In this tentative agreement, it provides our police officers and other members of the police staff a 2% raise in each of the contractual years, 2018, 2019, and 2020. It does increase the healthcare contributions from employees and retirees from 19% to 21%. However, I will announce that we have worked with the union, and at the union's request, there will be no retroactive payment for healthcare for active members or retirees for 2018, 2019, or 2020. In addition, we've worked with the union to ensure that all new employees will go under our hybrid healthcare program, which has a lower premium and a higher deductible model. We believe that there is still a lot of work we have to do going into 2021, but I am excited to have worked with our union to settle all of our contractual years up until this year with tonight's tentative agreement.
Thank you. Is there any other questions or comments? If not, we have a recusal on the board. I'd like to have the clerk call the roll on the recusal of Councilman Russell.
Councilmember Sheldon,
Aye.
Karuba,
Aye.
Olson,
Aye.
Nelson,
Aye.
Eklund,
Aye.
Graham Reinhardt,
Aye.
and President Doles.
Aye. So Councilman Russell will be recused from the vote. Will the clerk please call the roll on the resolution to pass the contract?
Councilmember Sheldon,
Aye.
Karuba,
Aye.
Olson,
Aye.
Nelson,
Aye.
Eklund,
Aye.
Graham Reinhardt,
Aye.
and President Doles.
Aye. Thank you. The next resolution will be sponsored by Councilman Russell.
Mr. President, I'm honored to read the following resolution. Whereas we join with people from throughout Jamestown in thanking and celebrating the heroic actions of Department of Public Works employee Joseph Polero. And whereas on Tuesday, March 23rd, 2021, a fire broke out in a residential building on the corner of Washington Street and West 7th Street. And whereas while working a shift in his dump truck, Joseph Polero saw the fire, heard second floor residents screaming for help, showed quick thinking and a selfless nature, advising those to jump. And whereas upon each resident jumping, Polero put his own physical safety aside, caught them, and went to the ground each time, helping save the lives of these residents. And whereas Polero stayed until Jamestown firefighters were on the scene and assessed the situation safe before he left. And whereas upon leaving, went and resumed his workday and maintained a humble attitude throughout. And whereas through his act of quick thinking, heroism, Joseph Polero saved multiple lives from death in a fire. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Jamestown City Council do hereby recognize Joseph Polero in the month of March 2021 to thank him for his heroism in saving multiple lives and reflect upon his selfless act.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments? I know that we have honored Joseph earlier in the meeting tonight, and words were said on his behalf at that time. So would the clerk please poll the council on the resolution?
Aye.
Karuba,
Aye.
Olson,
Aye.
Nelson,
Aye.
Eklund,
Aye.
Graham Reinhardt,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
and President Doles.
Aye. And our final resolution tonight under new business will be sponsored by Councilwoman Eklund.
Thank you, Mr. President. Resolved that the mayor be and he hereby is authorized to execute an agreement with CPS Construction Group, 927 Route 910, Suite 200, Cheswick, PA 15024 for Spring Street Parking Ramp Repairs 2021. 31 square feet beam repairs at $162 a square foot. 45 square feet of column repairs at $161 a square foot. 290 square feet top of slab repairs at $149 a square foot. 625 square feet underside of slab repairs at $178 a square foot. 735 square feet underside of slab repairs with corrosion inhibitor spray coat at $6.40 a square foot. 95 square feet wall and facade repairs at $282 a square foot. Electrical allowance lump sum amount of $5,000 total. 2 each to reinstall existing light fixtures at $265 each. 120 linear feet conduit and wiring at $21 per linear foot. 10 each junction boxes at $310 each. 5,800 square feet traffic membrane repair at $7.18 a square foot. 5,800 square feet line stripping repair at 37 cents per square foot, and 1,000 linear foot crack repair, route and seal at $3.70 per linear foot, for a total bid amount of $288,061, subject to the approval of the Corporation Council as to form.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? If not, the clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon,
Aye.
Aruba,
Aye.
Olson,
Aye.
Nelson,
Aye.
Eklund,
Aye.
Graham Reinhardt,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
and President Dolz.
Aye. That concludes our resolutions under new business. Is there any other new business to come before the council this evening?
Yes, Council President, I would like to make a comment,
Thank you.
or a few, I should say. This is in regards to the loss of fellow council member Vicky James. The last few days have been difficult for so many, and tonight's meeting was the same for all of us on council, as well as those employed in the city of Jamestown. Vicky was a true leader, a voice for all, a woman of God, and a true servant to the city of Jamestown, both young and old. The best way we can honor Vicky is letting her legacy continue. Jamestown is a better place because of Vicky, and I personally am a better person because of Vicky as well. I have been lucky and honored to work with and beside Vicky for over 20 years. From the time I met her while serving youth in the area, there has never been a doubt about her commitment to youth and Jamestown as a whole. She believed in people and Jamestown when others did not, and still don't. Her work with the youth, her work for her constituents, and her love of Jamestown, and most importantly, her love of family and God, made her an icon. Her commitment to government without being political was a common bond we discussed and often shared. She worked so closely with Vivian and Lulu Taylor while eventually filling their respective seats, both in the county legislature and the city council. She was a strong advocate for her ward and an instrumental voice in the Martin Luther King Day events, the Juneteenth events, and the Jackson Taylor Park. The loss of her voice and actions will leave a huge void in the Jamestown community. She truly represented all things right and was an incredible person who made an impact and a difference in so many lives while serving as a role model and mentor to so many youth and women in Jamestown. She didn't consider it a job or a duty, but it was her calling and a blessing. Thank you, Vicky, for sharing your gifts with many who are all better because of you. Personally, I will continue to honor her and be sure her voice and legacy are heard. Thank you for all you have done. We know how much you wanted to see the completion of the new concession stand and the bathrooms, along with the further improvements at Jackson Taylor Park. I am very sorry that you won't be here to see it in person, but we know you are watching from above. I do know that I and my fellow council members will be honored to see that and will remember you in that completion and each improvement thereafter. I personally, as well as all of us here, will be keeping the James, Faison, family, and friends as more in thoughts and prayers in the days ahead, and I'm asking the Jamestown community to do the same. Her light will live on.
Thank you. Is there any other questions or comments this evening? New business?
Yes,
Mr. President,
Oh, go ahead, Councilman Russell. Go ahead.
I just wanted to share something. First off, my condolences to her husband, her kids, and her family. But something struck me tonight when I happened to be reading an old email of hers. And I just wanted to share these words that she always closed her email out at. And I think it's very profound. It's from the book of Psalms 91:14. And the word states, "Because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name." I say to Vicky James, he knew your name, and you knew his name. And I just say, rest in peace, my sister in Christ.
Thank you.
President Dolz, I'd like to comment. it's very unfortunate that within the last few weeks, Vicky lost her mom. And I had the opportunity to visit with her at the wake, the first one I've attended since COVID. And Vicky shared with me that her mom wasn't afraid to die because she was right with the Lord. And I think Vicky's faith, as you've already commented, Vicky was a woman of faith, most definitely, and her passion for helping others in the community, especially children, knew no bounds. She was very passionate in seeing that the residents of her ward, especially the children, were not overlooked. And any conversation we had about her ward was always about the kids. The irony of all ironies was brought to my attention today that Lula Taylor, a mentor of Vicky's, died 3 years to the day as Vicky did, which is so unbelievable that they would have both died on March 27th, Lula in 2018 and Vicky in 2021 I think there's a message there because the Taylors were also very faith-filled and everything they did, as well as Vicky, was all about church and God and seeing that people with needs were not left without people caring and trying to fill those needs. So, I agree with all of you. Vicky's loss in the community, there's a huge hole, but I know that there are people who are very passionate, and the people that Vicky mentored will hopefully step up and complete and continue the work that she did, because Vicky will never be forgotten. And we worked alongside her with the park, and that was, as I agree, very unfortunate that she would not get to see the concession stand completed. She was so excited when that was being worked on, and the park itself and the playground. Vicky was there on one of the hottest days of the year when we were doing the playground build, and she was right there with everybody else, cheering everybody on and making sure that the work got done. So again, thank you, Vicky, for everything. I'm going to miss you. I sat beside you on council, and I hope we can continue your work in housing and in the community, helping everybody. Thank you.
Okay.
President Doltz, I just might add a quick comment. It was an honor for me to serve with her these past 6 years. She cared for her ward and the city like it was her own family. She made Jamestown a better place, and we were blessed to have her. She certainly will be missed.
Thank you. Is there anybody else who has anything they'd like to say or have any business? Okay. Just a quick wrap up. The words tonight, everybody spoke from the heart. It's very emotional. And again, as Marie said, I had the privilege of sitting next to Vicky for several years. It's kind of surreal that this occurred. The one thing that just keeps coming over in my mind is the fact that she was very, very devoted to God, to church. And it's kind of fitting that as we enter Holy Week, and Easter is upon us this weekend, that I'm sure Vicky is smiling down. And as we celebrate Easter this week, think about Vicky, her family, and think about her being with Christ and being with her God this weekend. And so with that, I know there'll be more to follow as plans and arrangements are made, and moving forward to memorialize her in any way we can in the future. So there'll be much more discussion and things said about that in the weeks and months to come. So with that, if there's no other new business, do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved. Councilwoman
Karuba. Okay. Everybody, I want to thank everybody for coming tonight. It was a difficult night, and this meeting is adjourned, and everybody have a very joyous and holy and happy Easter. Thank you.
I'd like to make a note that there is a special public safety committee meeting to be held immediately after this.
Is that on this Zoom?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it for the Public Safety Committee or all of us or any of us?
Public
or-
Safety Committee.
Okay,
Anyone else who wants to join?
thank you.
Mayor Jeff James and Eric Haglund still in the waiting room?
They are. I will add them back right now.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Sorry, I was premature.
Welcome back.
You guys waiting for me?
Jeff?
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff. Yeah. Just letting you into the room. We just wrapped up
Oh,
our
great.
regular
Okay.
meeting.
Awesome.
There's Eric.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good. Okay. We did send out a meeting notice about this to review and approve the parklet permit application renewals. We also have another item that we're going to discuss briefly, a potential drive-through Easter egg event. We'll call it that at this point in time. We will start with the parklet permit applications for Eric Haglund, Haggis 4 Below. I believe the city clerk has mentioned that you have submitted everything, paid the fee today, but we're waiting on your insurance information.
Yes, sir. Phil Tabor is my insurance agent, and he was getting that done up, and he'll have that over to me first thing tomorrow morning, he said, and I will have that submitted to Crystal by 9 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Okay, great. All right. How soon do you plan to put out your parklet?
So we're closed on Sundays, so I was going to do next Sunday, but then realized it was Easter Sunday, which I'm not a total heathen, so I'm going to wait till the following Sunday and put it out then.
Okay, good. All right. All right. Does anybody have any questions for Mr. Haglund at this point?
Just a comment, hoping that, I know he got it out late last year, and I'm looking forward to seeing how busy it is and how many people sit out there. And it was a great idea. I sat out there 2 different times just towards the end of the season, so I'm looking forward to it. So great idea.
Thank you. And we just got our slushy machine delivered Sunday, so I had that all set up, and that's ready for the summer months for slushies.
Awesome.
Adult and child friendly.
I was gonna ask that.
You can turn it into an adult drink if you'd like to, or you can have it as a child.
You do have your liquor license.
Will there be any Dingus Day celebrations the Monday after Easter?
I will hit you with a pussy willow all day long if you come in. I'll stand right behind you.
Okay, can I have a motion to approve the application for Haggis 4 Below parklet?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you. Okay, and the second one is for Jeff James, Labyrinth Press Company. Is this in combination with Brazil as well, Jeff?
Yeah, it's all the same establishment. So
Good, so they'll have the vegetarian food as well as wine and beer.
yep.
Excellent.
You were working on it late in the season. So is yours, when will yours be done, I think?
Well, I'm working with the railing company, Royal Welding, for like this canopy structure, but I'm not sure when that's going to happen. So I'm planning on, as soon as it's approved, starting to get the materials and you know, build the foundation of the whole thing. And I'm just going to do basically like planters around for the perimeter of the parklet. And it does come onto the sidewalk as well. So nice perimeter for the area. Do we know if like it needs to entirely be enclosed for the liquor authority at all? Like I know, like, you know, they used to require like a whole fence around the whole area. I just didn't know if the side toward our shop would have to have some sort of return or anything.
Jeff, we could follow up. Our office can
Yeah.
follow up. We authorize
Okay.
municipal permits for the liquor authority.
Yeah.
There's some, due to COVID, there have been some changes that have allowed an expanded liquor license that doesn't necessarily require the fencing, as long as the municipality is policing it. So I can't remember if we submitted one the last time you applied for the parklet one, but I'll double check with my staff. And if we haven't, we'll make sure we get you that information.
Okay.
All right, and the city clerk said that all the paperwork is in order. The fee has been paid. Are there any other questions for Mr. James? All right. Seeing that, can I have a motion to approve the parklet program?
So moved.
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, motion is passed. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Looking forward to some nice weather and enjoying the parklets.
Yeah.
Yes,
Great. Can't wait.
very much.
Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Okay, and the final item, I'll turn this over to the mayor. I spoke to him earlier today about the event that Dan Stone, our parks manager, has proposed to do a Easter egg event. Mr. Mayor?
Yes, thank you, Councilmember Sheldon. So before we've announced anything or talked about anything or even submitted a permit, I wanted to discuss this briefly with our Public Safety Committee. There has been a proposal from our Parks and Recreation Department to do a drive-through Easter egg event. So I think they're very eager to get out there and do something for our kids for the upcoming holiday. I know that Councilmember Karuba had asked about having an Easter egg hunt, of which at that time we did not believe was going to be possible. Our Parks Manager, Councilmember Sheldon, as you mentioned, has been discussing the potential for a drive-through event whereby we have some folks that would be Easter bunnies that would give out some bags of Easter candy. I will say that 4 out of our 5 unions have already offered to pay for and provide all of the candy for that day, which would most likely be on the Saturday prior to Easter. There obviously are some concerns that would need to be addressed with traffic and the amount of candy and those types of things. But as I had mentioned to Dan Stone, is that I would talk to our Public Safety Committee first before I authorized him to enter any type of special permit application to see if that is something that you guys are willing to go forward with prior to us just putting in the application. So they're still working out, I think, some of the finalized details, but wanted to get your sense as a Public Safety Committee on what you think about that idea and if that is something viable for the parks. By the way, I should have said it would be at Allen Park Ice Rink, and so the Allen Park area where there should be enough for cars to queue up, to line up. The Frewsburg Soccer Club is also offered to assist in this process. The Tarp Skunks have also offered to assist in this process. Our own employees have volunteered to dress up as the Easter bunnies as part of this process. And so, we try to figure out the times. It would probably start around 10 a.m. On that Saturday and then go until they run out of candy. Thoughts or ideas? I see Marie over there smirking just a little bit.
I'm not smirking. I'm thrilled with the idea. I think I told you, somebody brought it up to me and I said, oh, good grief. hadn't even thought about it yet, but they will be thrilled. I think they have grandkids. I'm not a member of the Public Safety Committee, but I think if you can do it, this would be huge for the community. And I think Allen Park is the best alternative in terms of how you can line the cars up. The other thought I had was, what if somebody rides up on a bicycle? Will you still give them candy?
I don't see why not. If they're
You know
safely
how they
riding,
have-
you gotta have helmets though. You gotta have a
Yeah,
helmet.
but you know how they have drive-up windows that say you can't, no pedestrians? So
Sure.
it's like, oh, please, because there might be some kids that can't, you know.
Maybe they'll have a basket on the front of their bike.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, or something, you know. No, I shouldn't taint the committee because I know I'm not a member of the committee, but I would love to see if we could do it safely. And it sounds like you've thought of a lot of the precautions that need to be taken, so.
I love the idea, but I'm not putting a bunny suit on just on the record.
You know,
Me either.
Eddie, if you can work out the details, I think our community needs this as kind of like a beginning into trying to slowly come back to some sense of normalcy, whatever that is. But our kids have been, you know, when you think about this whole situation, our kids have been the troopers, you know, in this, and they need something to look forward to. And so if you and your staff can make sure this is done well with all the protocols that are necessary, I would agree that we need to go forward.
I need to volunteer, but it sounds like you've got a lot of people, but if you do, I would be glad to volunteer.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know, I've seen they're doing the food giveaways on this side of town again from the church on 3rd Street, and it's very well organized and handled very well, and that's quite a few people. And I think if we can do a mass food distribution at a church, you know, I can't see that we can't do a candy distribution in the same vein.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so with that being said, I will speak with Mr. Stone about getting all of those details together to ensure that he meets with Chief Jackson and Chief Coon's team to make sure things are done properly in terms of traffic flow and safety, as well as the rest of our streets crew. We'll put that together and expect a special event permit to be coming your way. The sooner you are all able to approve that, the sooner we'll be able to move forward with advertisement.
I think we can approve that via email too. We won't have to have a meeting.
Yep. Yep. And then again, we'll have a large shout out actually to our own city unions who have been incredibly active in trying to donate to this cause, and I think are excited, and I hope more of them decide to dress up as Easter bunnies for the amount of kids that we may have. But I think that might be a little too much to ask for some of them.
Is the tarp skunk going to show up too?
There has been some talk of a tarp skunk sighting, depending on if it goes through. But yes,
they're coming out of hibernation. Those skunks.
Well, yeah, I smell
actual skunks. I don't know. We could see if we could get a few. Maybe there's some behind the ice rink. Who knows?
No, the reason why I'm smiling, I saw a family in a vacant city lot, must have hid some Easter eggs last Saturday when the weather was so nice, and the children were, and I thought, you know, they're trying to do something to make it like an Easter egg hunt. So that's why I'm smiling, because I think this is great. We, you know, and I agree. We need some kind of good things happening that make you smile, make the kids smile.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
After a terrible weekend, that was a bright spot. And I think Vicki would have been probably first to say, let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it for the children.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I will let Mr. Stone know. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank Mr. Stone too for.
Thank them and the unions as well.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, you know, we've been trying. I know that we had the Turn the River Green, which brought a lot more people than I expected out. Again, this was Dan and his crew, and we're excited about this event too. I think we're trying out smaller events to see how it goes, how people interact. We here in the city of Jamestown are trying to open up and get people back to a little bit of normalcy. So I appreciate all the work you guys are doing for it.
Anything else? Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night,
Night.
everybody. Thank you.